Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome in here. Oh, who we got in here? Hi Heaven, how you doing? Hope you had a good day. Why are you worried? That's not good. Thank you for joining me tonight. Because most of my family is sick, I know. Well, I hope they get better soon. Everybody okay? Hope everyone's well. Okay. Okay, who else is in the house? Let me know if you're watching. Very quiet in here. It's James. It's you. You got work tomorrow, okay. Welcome in everybody. How you doing tonight? I'm just doing this a lot at the moment. I plan to do busking again soon, but just hello Heinz. I'm from the UK, where are you from? Hello. Hang on, I have to get rid of this account name out of the chat. What's this? What's the topic of discussion today? I'm not sure yet. What do I play? I do singing. Hello GTM, how you doing? I don't know, I don't watch that. I don't watch cricket. Nah, I'm not really into sports in general, so... No, you don't actually. As long as you're not selling stuff. If you're selling stuff, then you do need a license for that. Hello, Jim Beam. Well, some people do, but not me. Hello, Mr. Bug. Hello, the Germany. Yeah, I'm into fitness. Hello, Layla Merrington. How you doing? There's a good busker under the passage to Railway Museum. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I've been down that way. Hello, Cameron. Thank you. Okay. Here we go again. Right. Like I said, we're not having any nonsense in here. Calisthenics, how we're doing today. I do some white stuff sometimes, but yeah. I did some calisthenics. Hit the like button, everybody. Come on, we've got 20 people watching and 1 like. Yeah, come on, guys. No, I'm not anti-gay. It's just people just keep trolling the chat and just kind of like, what's going on? In fact, I'm probably just gonna get rid of you because you're probably just one of these trolls that just wants to mess around and shit. So, yeah, we're not having any. Hello, Fernie, Wernie, how you doing? Did you not see my live earlier? Hello, Reynard. I don't know. I don't watch it. Hello, Kooky. How you doing? That's slighted opinion. Hello, Helen. Hope you're well. Hello, Ipurian. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Hi, Suryajit. How you doing? Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. How are you, Ball? What do you mean, Vimusit? Hi, Pascal from France. Je m'appelle Jamie. Yeah, I knew a bit from French when I did French at school, but I don't really speak it. Aquatic. Yeah, I'm alright. Just was working out earlier doing some calisthenic stuff, but yeah. Hello, Manix. Oh yeah, Antarctica, really. Antarctica, right? Alright. Wasn't that Albin person just taking the piss earlier or something? Hello, Sammy. How you doing? Hello, Neville. What? Well, I'll just get rid of you then, you know? Why do people think they can just come back and then, like, oh, why did you block me? Okay, I'll get rid of you again then. I don't know that one, Zenlos, but yeah, I did speak a little bit at school. J'habite sur l'Angleterre, which means I live in England. Hello, Reynard from South Africa. Hello, Sammy from the UK. Where are you from? Hello, Lughu. Nothing much, just yes, I've been working out today. Well, I did a home workout earlier, which was chest and legs. Then went down to the park and did some pull exercises and stuff. What time is it? It's 9:06 p.m. 9:06 p.m. in the Big Brother house. Yeah, I don't know. Is that like non-copyright or something? I have to be careful with copyright and stuff. I even tried playing the non-copyright sounds and I still got a copyright claim, which meant that they wouldn't let me get ad revenue or whatever bullshit. I don't know. Hello, 2D world. Okay. Here we go again. Right. Hello, Naeem. Alright, okay. If that's what you want to think. Yeah, everyone's got their own religious beliefs, but yeah. I like to try and just learn different perspectives and stuff. Like, I mean, I've been considering all kinds of perspectives, like solipsism even, like just some crazy ideas. Fernie, are you still there? Hello, Badoy. No, I don't play rugby. How many people have come in and said about playing rugby already? It's like, seems to be a concept. Do you watch rugby? Do you watch cricket? It's like, here we go. But it is a Q&A, so people ask me all kinds of these sort of questions, but yeah. No, I don't watch any sports. I'm from the UK. Are you still there? Yeah. Okay, so, yeah. I was thinking about going back on TikTok because they put me on a 24-hour restriction and they've actually given me a strike. But I might start going live again on there when I do the busking, because I can't do that on YouTube because of copyright. Oh, thank you, Mojo Hub. No, none of that. Furnace says again. Well, it was last night they put me on some restriction. Now I've got a strike, so if I keep getting restrictions, they're just going to ban my account. So maybe I should just leave it until I'm doing my busking stuff, because I doubt that I'm going to get restricted just for doing that. Tommy, who's Tommy? No, I've never watched that. I don't really watch TV. I'm more into music, really. I like listening to music and stuff. Yeah, there's nobody behind me. Nah, ain't falling for that one. Anyway. Well, you can't just fix those strikes, really. You're at the mercy of them, really. I don't know, Drona, is that for real? What do you see? What is going on? Okay. I mean, just like any country, you know, there's good and bad people in every country, is what I'd say. Why is it with all these comments just... Yeah. Didn't say there's anything wrong with being gay, did I? It's just that people keep spamming and trolling the chat, so... I earn a bit, but it's like, not usually very much. I mean, if I get a super chat or something, then sometimes it depends. I had a £20 super chat the other day. What's this? Yeah, some countries have them more though. What's that? Are you on about what we're talking about with that? Sorry, I'm lost. Hello, Inshallah. How you doing? No, I don't. Fuck off. Are you a police officer? No, I'm not. No, I'm not Georgian, no. I'm English. I'm from the UK. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Oh, really? I don't know what that is. Merab? I don't know. Yeah, I'm from England. No, I'm not a hunter or a fisher, no. Yeah. You're also USC fighter from Georgia. Okay. Hi, 7 Hot Luke. How you doing? Hope you're all well tonight. Hello, Boom the One. The hell is this? Again, just do on with your nonsense. Oh, okay, well, thank you, Hearts for loves. Hello, Grace, how you doing? It's just spam. Getting so many spammers today. Oh, goodness. Who are the real people in here tonight? Edmund, I'm fine, thank you. How you doing? Oh, Grace, okay. Okay, cool. Oh, you're real, says so true people. Twitch has a better filter, or what you mean? Yeah, I'm not live on Twitch though, so yeah. I could actually go live on there maybe, but what's your opinion on immigration in the UK? Like I've said before, I think there is some issues with it, but I think if it's legal, then I don't have a problem with it. If people are coming in here to actually do some kind of skilled job or something, like, we can benefit from some of these people coming in actually. Hello, Zombie. Thank you. If anyone's new here, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Isn't the genetic pool a circle in the UK? What do you mean, genetic pool a circle in the UK? Hello, Lux Vision. I don't know, it's just these people in the chat. You know, it just kind of, just does me head in. I haven't really had dinner. I mean, I've had just some kind of snacks and things. I had some like porridge, oatmeal things. What? Yeah, you're not going to be sending £150 though, are you? I ain't falling for this shit. I've seen this shit happen before, Well, they said that they're going to donate to me, but then it's just all bullshit. Just if you want to send money, just send it, you know. But if if you need a way to send it, then there's PayPal. But I don't think you're actually serious, are you? So there you go. There's your smile. Oh, really, Morty James? No, don't eat meat now. Hello, Jensen. Why do I do live streams? Why are you asking? No, I don't know Kurdish. I'm alright, thank you, monkey. Just chilling. Like, people seem to think that if I have a neutral expression, therefore I'm sad. But I'm just okay. I'm just chilling. Hello, whoever's just joined. Okay, thank you. What the hell, what is it with these names? Hello, Jensen. What games do I play? I used to play video games, not anymore really. I used to play things like Need for Speed and stuff like that, like racing games. Hello, Tiger King. I was absolutely devastated before because Man City was losing 1-0 with 4 minutes to go. I started praying to God and City win 2-1. Person, thank you, God. Oh, really? Well, so that proves God exists, right? yeah. That proved that God exists. But if you was praying for the other side to win, then that proves that God doesn't exist, I guess. I don't know, but well, some people believe that, you know, everybody experiences their own reality. That I don't know. It's one of those things. We can't really prove that anybody else even exists outside of ourselves. Do I prefer to be single? What I'd say is I'd rather be single than in a bad relationship. So, yeah, I mean, so until I meet the right person, then it's better just to stay single, really. And I'm not trying to put any pressure on things. Yeah, I'm British. Oh yeah, Mario Kart was good, yeah. I used to play it. It was quite fun with the power-ups and stuff, and yeah. Nah. In your reality, what made you go, I'm going to start live streaming on YouTube? I mean, just because I wanted to. I don't need any other reason other than I want to go live on YouTube. I don't unknown trailers. No, I don't know Kurdish. Sorry, you look like Kurdish. I don't care. I'm just going to get rid of this stupid shit. Do I like spicy ramen? I don't think I've ever had it. Don't think I've ever had ramen noodles before. I used to eat noodles. I used to eat pot noodle, actually. No, I'm not a gas engineer now. Hello, creative maker. No, I don't know. Hello, Shaky, how you doing? I sound like a 1990s interview. Oh, really? Best Spider-Man? I don't know. I've not really seen much of the I mean, I've seen like a couple of them, but I've not really seen much of the Spider-Man. Well, there's like, isn't there like 2 trilogies of it or something, or whatever it is? Like there's the Tobey Maguire ones and the, what is it? The other one. Yeah, there was another guy that played. Yeah. North Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and English. Yeah, that's the one. That's the UK. What do I do for a living? Well, I've actually been doing busking, but I've been not really doing it in this weather. I'll probably start doing it again when the weather improves. But weather for the next few days is meant to be a bit shit. So yeah. But I'm wanting to get back out and do it soon. It's just, I don't want to do it in bad weather. It's just, I'm not probably going to make any money, and it's just shit and miserable, so I don't support any teams. No, Natalie. Yeah, well, I like chatting and stuff. I mean, yeah, it's just I like the idea of I try to be in control of things, and it's just if I'm around certain people, then sometimes I feel like I'm not really in control of it all, and I just feel like I have to just go along with whatever they're doing, and I like to feel like I'm in control, like the captain of my own ship, basically. I'm that kind of person. I'm like the captain of my own ship. It depends on whether it's beneficial to you personally. I mean, the UK might be beneficial to certain people depending on your circumstances and what you want out of it. So I can't say it's worth it or not worth it. It comes down to your own desires and what you want in terms of career prospects for the individual versus things like, you know what I mean? Hello, MDIBCN. Shaker, you still there? New to this town in Wales. Oh yeah, that's the longest name of a train station in the world, I believe, isn't it? Yeah. Would I ever emigrate? I've thought about because people are, a lot of people move to places like Southeast Asia, for example. Some argue that they can live a better life there, like they get better dating prospects and stuff. But again, it depends on the individual in terms of whether they think that it's better for dating personally. Some people might not be into dating over there. It might just not be their type. You know what I mean? Like it just might not do it for them. Like it might, whether it's culturally or whether it's, you know what I mean, or maybe they're just not their type. They're not into those kind of women or something. Not that it's a racist or anything. Everyone's got their own preferences, haven't they? In terms of some people might just enjoy more their own type of women, if you know what I mean. But whereas some people, they might like that. They might like the exotic. So it depends. But yeah. Hi, what's your YT advice, and do you think I have a chance? I mean, what is it that you do on YT? How are your family? As far as I'm aware, they're okay. What do I think of the Royals and your kind of government? I think the government's corrupt, to be honest. And the Royals I just see as some kind of just parasites, to be honest. That's how I see it anyway. A small, cute village with a post office, farm shop and a pub is perfection to me. Tired of the city life, wood burning dogs. So that'd be nice, yeah. If you're fond of sand dunes and salty air, quaint little villages here and there. If you're fond of sand dunes and salty air, quaint little villages here and there. Yeah, remember that song, guys and girls? Groove Armada at the river. If you remember the old Marks and Spencer's adverts, yeah, that it used to be that the whatever it is, the saxophone or whatever it was that were playing on that. Whichever one. Yeah, you like that tune, do you? Yeah. Hello, David. Okay, what is it with this Michael Barrymore thing? I saw some video of him. He's still pretty fit for his age or something. He's 70 years old and he's it was literally sprinting or something. It was crazy. So it goes to show that, because I used to think when I was little that if you're old, you just kind of wither away and you can't really run anymore hardly. But a lot of it comes down to because I remember there was some guy in my primary school, a PE teacher or something, and he was probably in his late 50s, early 60s or whatever, and he was getting on a bit. And he was still running around and being fit. So, but I thought it was just the odd person that could be fit or whatever. But it's you could be 70 plus, even 80, and still be running and still cycling around and stuff like that, and lifting weights and things. There's 70, 80-year-old people doing CrossFit. I mean, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily recommend CrossFit itself because I think CrossFit can be dangerous, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know. Is that true then? I don't know. Who knows? There's this whole friggin' Epstein shit and I mean, everyone's kind of questionable at this point, but some reckon that the Epstein stuff is some kind of distraction. I don't know what they're distracting us from, but that's what some people have been saying. That, yeah, I don't know. You're always going to get conspiracy theories, aren't you? Everyone has their own paranoid conspiracy theory. And some conspiracy theories are true, but it's hard. We have to not just think that everything is some kind of, you know what I mean? Anyway, from what I've seen at the gym, CrossFit is the best way to get injured. Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, like there's things like power snatches and stuff like that. I mean, things like that can get you injured if you're starting out and you don't have the balance for it. Because I almost got myself injured doing some kind of. I was trying to do a snatch, and I was even just using the friggin' barbell. And I was trying to do basically try and lift it up, and then I was trying to, no, it was the overhead squat I was trying to do or something. So I was trying to balance, and I couldn't even, once I got down to a certain level into the squat, then I tried to come out of it, I couldn't balance it. I think it was only 20 kilograms or so, and it was the balance of it. It's, yeah. It requires a lot of stability. And if people don't know what they're doing, they can really fuck themselves up, especially if they try and get cocky and start using a bunch of weight. All that weight falling down on you could be a disaster. So yeah, all the very explosive movements. If you're gonna do explosive stuff, then you probably shouldn't be using a bunch of weight, really. Like if you want to do plyometric squats and things like that, why do you need to use a bunch of weight for that? I mean, you could do, but maybe just use a weight vest or something like that. Just something that's more controlled, because you don't want to be doing a bunch of crazy shit that's just going to get you injured. I mean, yeah, I suppose the houses here are. I mean, there is a lot of dirty houses in the UK as well, especially in some of the rougher areas. Anyway, hope you're all well tonight, people. Anyway, share this out if you can. Subscribe if you're new here. Thank you for the 14 likes. Distracts us from looking at abuses on our own doorsteps. Look at this man who doesn't really affect me, but ignore some muppet sleazing over schoolgirls because it may just be a CD mate or uncle. Well, yeah, this is the thing of yeah, that's the thing where it's you never know who's capable of shit, you know? Could be your uncle, could be you just don't know, but obviously most people aren't that way, but there's a lot of, yeah, there's shit going on in society that a lot of it's just not being addressed. Why did the chicken cross the road? Okay, I mean, usually the answer is to get to the other side or something, but I've got one. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get away from KFC. Andrew. Okay. To get the gold down. Oh yeah. yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I've heard that one before. I mean, but Elon Musk, he was in the files, wasn't he? Elon Musk was in the files. I think he just was bitter because but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, for all we know, this could all just be some kind of psyop. Have us focus on that instead of, like you said, instead of focusing on things that are happening at your doorstep and focusing on the corruption in the government. What? Who wasn't in the files? Well, no, I'm not in the files, that's for sure. What's up, Jimmy? I hope you're well. I'm alright, thank you. I'm in York, England, Stephen. There's a lot of there's a lot of distrust between Muslims and the general public, question mark. I think it's just that you could say it's the radicals who give the rest of them a bad name. I don't think that Muslims as a whole are bad people. It's just there's a small minority of them that are radicalized, just like a lot of other cults and different religions and things that some people get radicalized. Anyway, probably about 3 or 4 hours or something. If you drive, probably about 4 hours, I reckon, from where I live, depending on traffic. Yeah, it's but I can get on a train and I'm like in London in about just over 2 hours, I think, because it doesn't stop that many times. You get on the high speed rail, and it'll get me there in like just over 2 hours. Remember that whole friggin' HS2 bullshit? That was a whole bunch of waste, isn't it? It goes to prove how government will fucking, piss your fucking money up against the wall, Because how much, let's have a look. How much taxpayer money was wasted on HS2? Let's have a look at this, shall we? So this is it. So as of late 2024 to early 2025, estimates suggest that tens of billions of pounds in taxpayer money have been wasted on the High Speed 2 project due to cost overruns, mismanagement, and the cancellation of major phases. While the total spend is not entirely wasted, as it has funded construction, land purchase, and planning, the Public Accounts Committee and various reports have described the project as having wasted billions. So, there you go, billions been wasted. That's just one example of the government wasting people's money. Just one example. Hello Martin, how you doing? Shall we what, you saying? I mean, I've never been a victim of serious crime. There was something that happened when I was a kid though, where I had some kids pretending to be my mates, just to try and rob some shit off me, like some games and shit, and even a portable game console. I think it was like a Game Boy or whatever it were. They kind of snuck that off me, and then what happened is me grandma I was living with at the time actually put a claim into the police to she did an insurance claim on it, got a new one, ended up getting some of the stuff back off them, so ended up better off actually as a result. But the problem was with all the excess that had to be paid, and then I think it probably would have caused some increase in the insurance costs, I guess, because that's what happens when you claim. They can then put your insurance cost up. It's bullshit, really, isn't it? But London was the capital. Well, London is the capital of the UK. Yeah, all the compulsory purchases for the run between Birmingham and Manchester are huge losses. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just bullshit, really. Where's Hayes? It's not in near London. Hayes. I think I've heard that place. My city, Mumbai, unfortunately was ranked 8th city in the world for hazardous air quality. Oh, really? What's the number one? near London next go, right? Yeah, there was like Middlesex or something. Let's have a look. Hayes. Is it Middlesex. Yeah. Hillingdon. Part of London Borough of Hillingdon. So it's like on the outskirts of London or something. Yeah, it's on the it's still classed as like, if I remember, Middlesex, I don't know, was it historically like separate, but it's been added as part of Greater London, so yeah. If I remember, some parts of East London used to be Essex, but then they've been incorporated into Greater London, like places like Dagenham and Ilford and places like that. They've been like sort of, yeah, hello G-Man. Salam alaikum, how you doing? Hello Angela, how are you doing? Oh, near Heathrow Airport, oh yeah. What do you mean, is there two parts of London? I mean, there's many parts of London, you could say. The different boroughs of London, like you've got like Camden, you've got, there's so many different areas in London, isn't there? Yeah, oh yeah, Cheshire. Is that you're from Cheshire? No hate comments. Yeah, we're just getting rid of all the negative BS, because I ain't got time for that, Ain't nobody got time for that. I was watching this leg workout video earlier. Yeah, this guy doing some like crazy leg exercises. There was this thing called the Mike Tyson jump squats. I tried to find it, but I couldn't. I'm not sure. Like, because apparently there's a thing called a Mike Tyson squat jump. But it's using a jump rope technique or something. But that wasn't what I was looking for. I was just seeing if there's actually anyone that does that. Basically what you do, I could show you what it looks like, but yeah, if you just type in that's good money, and it was like this kind of guy doing this, like he has these massive legs, and he uses that workout with a bunch of different exercises. Yeah, like I was just I was doing some workout stuff earlier on the live stream earlier, so I thought I'd film it. I don't know who would win, really. I mean, it's a bit of a tough one, that. I mean, they've both got their own kind of strengths, haven't they? Croydon, yeah, that's in Surrey, isn't it? Croydon. Just outside of London. Yeah. Hope you're all well tonight anyway, people. You think Mike Tyson would? I mean, you would say, well, he's got the size, but then Bruce Lee's got like very like high speed and stamina, so I don't know. Because some people would assume that like big muscles are going to win a fight, but a lot of it comes down to conditioning and whether you can actually have a decent level of stamina. Because otherwise you can gas out early and then all that muscle's for nothing, then it would just end up weighing you back, sort of thing. Hello, trust me, bro. Okay, we got this troll shit in again, like, why do they care? What's the light? It's just a lamp. There, like, it's just a lamp. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's good money. They tend to do a lot of like upper body workouts, but they have a few good like lower body ones as well. But yeah, some of the exercises they do on there are quite unique and kind of different. Stuff that you don't really see every day. I like to watch them and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Maybe I should try that workout. sometimes it's good to try and add some variety in and try new things. Okay, Gamma, gosh. Okay, see you later, 3 Light Traveler. Hello, was Latte. No, I don't do MMA really. I was doing stuff with like a punching bag, but yeah, I'm not a serious fighter. I just kind of, yeah. I do shadow boxing and stuff from time to time, but yeah. No, it's second floor. I'm on the 3rd floor of this building. What technically? It's like, as in, yeah. Why do they say first floor is? I don't get why they call it. I would think ground floor is first floor. Yeah. Yeah, it's just there's a window up there. I'm on the top floor basically. No, I'm not Russian. I'm from the UK. What do you mean I'm dreamy? Okay, thank you. Hello, Mane Kana. Okay. York Communist Crew. Are you saying that York is quite a communist city or something, or there seems to be quite a few in around like the uni and stuff like that, like more socialists and communists. Who likes me? Okay. Hello, Larry. How you doing? Hope you're well. Larry Wheels. I'm from Detroit originally, and Croydon feels like home to me. Oh, really? Croydon? Why does Croydon feel like home to you? Is it a similar place or something to Detroit, you're saying? Hello, Bihari. Where's that? I don't know. I think the whole Brexit thing was just a massive distraction, to be honest. That's how I see it. Nothing much really changed in any meaningful way, in my opinion. Apart from that we're not able to actually travel freely between countries now. Like we can't just, as in like we can't just go live in another country now easily. It was a lot easier to get a visa within the EU when we're in there. So, but the positives don't seem to be really that much of anything. It's just, I don't know. I'm just saying I feel like it's just one of those things that's everyone's all just kind of distracted with it, and like it's not really what I'm saying is that it's get everybody's hopes up thinking, oh, actually we're doing this Brexit thing. People thought they were voting for it to leave the EU to end up, improving the country, but has it fuck? How has it improved the country? This bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't see anything better as a result of Brexit. Positive is we do not have to buy HMRC tax if we relocate overseas, unlike the USA IRS. What you're saying? I think that like mega rich people should pay some tax to the UK if they want to leave, as a way to kind of basically, because if people are going to leave the UK because of high taxation, then that could prevent some of them doing that. And even if they do, they would still be benefiting the British economy. But then again, tax money just keeps getting wasted anyway. So, hello, Oliver Chapman. But it seems to be for the average person, Brexit has not really benefited I've not seen any benefit to the average person coming out of the EU. How is it beneficial to the average person? Tell me how it's beneficial. They will just get rid of the UK passport if they did that. Did what? What do you mean? Oh, Bobby. Like Americans ditch their citizenship. Well, you can't just ditch your citizenship, can you? What do you mean? How can you just ditch your citizenship? Like, if you're somebody who's, you know what I mean, owing money to a certain country, then it's like, if you've moved to a different country, then, like, to try and avoid taxes, then you should still be, you know, owing the country that you're from taxes, if you know what I mean. People move into Dubai to try and avoid taxes. Like, all these fucking rich fucks, billionaires and whatever, greedy fucking bastards. You know what I mean? That's what I mean, it's just all overhyped. I mean, for the average person at least, it doesn't seem to benefit them. Maybe it's beneficial to these fucking rich tycoons or whatever, but for the rest of the people, if anything, you could argue it's been a net negative in terms of like disrupting things like can't leave the UK as easily now, because since we've come out of the EU, then trying to move to a country that's in the EU, you know, it's going to take a bit more to do that. So it's kind of ruined things for that, you know. Or Didcot. Oh, is that near London or something? I live in York. What's a random question? If you make 1 million a year, 500k goes to taxes of, yeah. I mean, yeah, so I think it should, to be honest with you. Who the fuck needs all this money? You know what I mean? Who needs 1 million a year? Like, once you're making over probably 100,000, 200,000 a year, then you probably don't really need any more than that, really. How many languages can you count to 10? Not many. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's French. And then there's Spanish, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then, hang on, 5, 6, set, is it set? So I don't know, I can't remember I know there's octo is 8, and yeah. But, and then you've got Italian, which is 1, 2, 3, whatever anyway. I've lived here over almost 2 years. For the record, this guy's accent is considered posh/upper class. He is surprisingly unsnobby. I wouldn't really call myself upper class. I don't think my accent is upper class. In fact, a lot of people say that my accent's a bit hard to understand. I have a bit of an accent, I would say, but yeah, it's just one of those things. Hello, Kazoo Meishwan. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that, yeah, they get into like a certain level of elitism and they look down on people who earn less, like kind of gloating and shit. Thoughts on the lottery? I just don't see the point in doing that. I mean, yeah, I mean, the job market isn't great, is it? It's kind of like the dating market, you know? I see it like a similar trend. The job market and the dating market, it's just people being rejected for the most ridiculous reasons. Like with the job market, you've got AI rejecting people now. Yeah, that's where we're at now with the job market. So they might have actually been better for the job, but the AI decided that, oh well, this CV was a bit off or something, and no, I'm not in a band. I've thought about getting into a band, but yeah, I'm not originally from York though. I'm originally from Blackburn, and I still have the Blackburn accent really. I don't really sound York. What that's actually happening, what you're talking about? My name is Tan. I don't know what you mean. Thank you for the 19 likes, everybody. Yeah, AI, I don't know. How are you supposed to regulate it, though? That's the thing. How would you go about doing that? It's the question. Because if you're going to say, like, we need to ban AI or regulate it, then how do we do that? How is that practical? Is it even practical? Because it's that widespread that... Good luck with that. I don't know if it's really even possible at this point. It's like some people say we should ban dating apps. Is it possible though? As some people say that a lot of it's just, it's bad and it should be banned, but then how? What do you mean, Kieran? Jerry, I think you're having a good day today. Yeah, it's alright. Yes, New York was named after York, yes. But originally, apparently, New York was New Amsterdam. Named after, obviously, Amsterdam, but... Yeah. What, 1/2 plus 1/3? Yeah, I can do that. That is, let me think, 1/2 plus 1/3. So that is, let me think about that. So that's, 1/2 plus 1/3. That'll be 3. That'll be. That will be. Let me think. Trying to think just a second. I will get the answer to this. 1/2 plus 1/3. So if we say 2/4 plus 2/6, then that's 2/4 plus 2/6. I don't know, because I have to try and let me just get this real quick. I'm going to say, let me think. So that's 3/6 plus 2/6 basically. So that will be 5/6, right? 5/6. Yeah, 5/6. Yeah, 5/6, isn't it? Yeah, 5/6. Because what you do is you just turn you turn it into, no, I don't support Blackburn Rovers. You turn that half into a sixth, basically, which would be 3/6, and then turn the 1/3 into 2/6, basically, because you want both of them to be the same number, then you add them together. Anyway, yeah, I got it, yeah. Are you from Mumbai? Oh yeah. Hello, Prophet Muhammad. What you on about? What the hell is with this chatter? Hi, Kurdish Keith. Oh god, some of those, like, when they start using a bunch of different letters, that it just loses me at that point. I mean, I was pretty good with maths at school, but when it comes to like the algebra stuff, I just like, it all just looks like nonsense to me. Like, I think that maybe algebra would have been easier to understand and more of a word problem rather than using more abstract language. Like, for example, X and Y, if they were represented as actual things, like 3 pieces of 3 apples, 2 bananas, if you get me. Hello, Stephen Donnelly, how you doing? Maybe, yeah. What's that? You failed maths. Hang on. Passed advanced math as an adult easily and became an engineer, underground tunnel specialist. Oh, really? Oh, well. Using letters for maths is confusing. That's what it is, because you think of math as numbers and stuff. So I was saying it's saying it should be used as a word problem because it translates real-world situations into solvable mathematical equations, building critical thinking and modeling skills. While often disliked due to language, math translation challenges word problems bridge the gap between abstract symbolic manipulation and practical application. This is why I just never understood the whole algebra shit. It all just looked like a bunch of fucking nonsense to me, really, but if they'd have actually used it as actual, like, real-life practical scenarios, then I'd be like, okay, this makes sense. But it's the whole thing of, like, fucking using letters to, like, represent something, whereas numbers are just numbers, they're numbers of quantity, whereas letters are just, what the fuck is the letter representing? I think it would be what's gonna fail? What you mean? You mean, fall, not fail. Hello, Rossio, Luke. No, I never played football, really. Yeah. But it's just one of the examples of, like, school curriculum, I think, is just kind of dumb a lot of the time. To be honest with you, I think a lot of it's just not really helpful to a lot of people, because if it was done with more practical application rather than just, explaining things in abstract concepts that a lot of people just wouldn't get. I'm from the UK. Where are you from? It's almost like, I don't know, like, surely they could just design the curriculum with, to have these equations in real life scenarios and stuff like that. Like, can they just not be bothered to do that, or what? I remember they used to do, like, word problems with mathematics and stuff, like, just with, like, somebody went to the shop and bought 2 apples and it cost them such amount of money, and then they gave them a certain amount of money, then how much change did they get out of that? Something like that. It's like, it's just that, maybe it's just that everyone learns differently, and maybe they should have different types of learning for different people that resonate with different people's brains or something, rather than having a strict way of doing things that some people might just not get it. It just doesn't make sense to them because they don't it's like, to me, like an X or a Y means nothing unless it's to represent something else. Like if they give us actual, sort of, let's say apples, oranges, then we can visualize and be like, okay, we've got 2 apples, 3 oranges, and that's X and Y or whatever. And then, 2X, which is 2 apples, and 3Y, 3 bananas. And then it's like, if we, kind of, you do some kind of, I don't know, put brackets, and it's like, yeah. It's just sometimes these mathematical things just, I don't know why they even, at a certain point I think the mathematical stuff isn't even relevant. I don't even think it should even be a compulsory thing beyond a certain point. Some of it I feel, because a lot of people haven't even got that good mathematical skills anyway, so why did they bother even teaching a lot of this stuff? Now, a lot of it's just just seems like a lot of filler. A lot of it's just there just to kind of fill a curriculum instead of it actually being useful for a lot of people. A lot of the stuff that's being taught is just for the sake of it. Just for the sake of filling in a lesson. I think that if they've got nothing good to teach you that day, they should just let you go home early or something, because, I don't know. Or just use that time just to do whatever other bits of work that you needed to do, like the homework. Maybe instead just kind of, I don't know. Like, a lot of this stuff's just filler in my opinion. Yeah, sometimes I like to pace, What's you talking about? Yeah, that's the thing. The government dictates the school curriculum, and it's like, and you can't even question it, because then what good's that gonna do? Like, you could go to, like, school meetings or whatever, but it's like your ability to actually make any meaningful change happen to the curriculum is very limited. They should be teaching critical thinking skills. They should be teaching survival skills, I think, more things based on practical reality. Things like how to start a fire, how to harvest rainwater, and how to filter it, and things like that. How to create shelter. These are all things that could be beneficial and something that we should know about. How to grow food, how to catch food, maybe, if that's what people want to do. How to, what else? How to manage money, like in terms of, finances and things like that. Yeah, well, this is the thing. I mean, we're not going to be able to have any kind of revolution or any kind of political movement unless I got enough backing. So, from the UK, where are you from? Okay. But yeah, it's just people aren't really taught how to manage money and stuff, and then you get a bunch of really irresponsible people. And I think it's that way by design. I think they want people to just be irresponsible and just not have any practical skills. They're not they don't want us to just become people that never ask questions. Because I think weren't they in school even conditioned to just not ask questions, right? They condition you to just accept what you're taught as fact. Yeah, the whole seeded, like the whole, with the whole, about the genetically modified food, like, yeah. Yeah. It's not good, is it, really? But again, this is not stuff that you're taught, is it? You're not taught about agriculture and, I mean, on any kind of level of that would actually matter, as in, we're not taught about, things like GMOs and things like pesticides and all these different things going on. We're not taught about why is sleep so important, I think that should be more also focused on as well, like, why is it so important to get all these hours of sleep? It's like people have to make a bunch of like educational videos to talk about this shit, but it's like, shouldn't it be in the curriculum? Shouldn't all these things already be taught to people on some kind of level? A lot of people found out about the importance of a good night's sleep and talking about stress and cortisol and things like that because they learned it from a podcast or something like that. Yeah, exactly. It's like they're just trying to get you to become another cog in the machine. Don't have you question things. Just go along with the program. That's what they want. Because wasn't it Rockefellers that actually come up with the education system? Because it was to basically get people ready to become workers in the system, to become a cog in the machine. Hello, Payfee. How you doing, everybody? If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Thank you. So yeah, basically, they want us all cogs in the machine. They want us all so that you can pay tax, so that you can, basically build someone else's empire whilst you're not building your own. But if people start asking questions, then they're bad. They are kind of like dissidents in a way. They are just, don't ask questions. I am your teacher kind of thing. And then say in the workplace, if you question any work policies, then you're like, don't ask questions or I will fire you or something. So people are afraid to open up, people are afraid to speak their mind. I mean, yeah, no side effects when it comes to 20 years later. Oh yeah, GLPs, yeah, they're on about the GLP agonists, like these, like Ozempic and Mounjaro or whatever it's called, all these different, semaglutides. So basically it can suppress hunger, but if it's misused, it can be quite detrimental. It can be quite detrimental to people's health. It can even be very dangerous in certain instances. You could say, well, that's not the thing itself's fault, but the people using it. But it's like, but people aren't, taught about the risks of these things. They just go into it, thinking it's safe. Oh, Flashpoint. No, I've never heard of it. What's that about? Yeah. Yeah, that's it, just like, yeah, leave before they can fire you. Yeah. Hi, HTM54. Oh, okay, I don't know. To be honest, I don't really remember you, but yeah. So I'm trying to work towards the archer pull-up, so that's going to be my next skill to try and work on. I've got to the point of being able to do partial typewriter pull-ups, yeah. So getting the skills like really fast now. It's been getting that momentum going. It's really good. Like I'm getting, been getting like full range of motion on the archer, whatever they call it. Not archer. I mean
Cossack squats and stuff like that. Getting better with the pistol squats. Just seen a lot of improvements over this last few months even, just kind of going from struggling to even do a single pull-up to now being able to do reps of them and being able to do sets of pull-ups now. So like I did some pull-ups earlier, full range of motion. So whereas a few months ago I did like partial reps because that's all I could do. Because I hadn't actually trained the bottom part of the rep. So I've been like just seeing this compounded, sort of progression. Sometimes you could like unlock one skill, whatever, or one thing like a pull-up, for example, and then pretty soon after that you start unlocking other things. Like I've unlocked the commando pull-up. I've unlocked different variations now. So, hello Andrea, how you doing? Good to see you. So that's the thing with this skill acquisition, if you will, of like once you've unlocked one thing, other things can start to fall into place quite quickly. Sometimes it just takes getting some basic down, and suddenly start being able to unlock other things. Like I've even unlocked the L-sit pull-up now. I can only do it for like one rep, but still, that's something that I could never have done even just a few months ago, especially with like full range of motion anyway. Hello, Torsanu. But bro, everything's gonna be okay, bro. What do you mean, Crowfire? So when are you going live again, Andrea? But yeah, I want to try and be functional, and so yeah, just try and build skills up, build functional skills with the exercises and stuff. But also, I think you should also apply that to life as well, being functional in life and learning to be more mentally strong and having discipline and things like that, because that's going to translate to a lot of different things in life. But yeah, it's just started to actually enjoy the pull-ups and things like that, because I think once you get good at something, then you start to enjoy it more. I find that when you're really struggling to do something, then it's just like, you can feel, I don't really want to do it, but then you start getting good and it starts to become fun because, something that used to be super hard now starts to feel easier. And I've been thinking, I can't wait to go out and do that thing again, because now I've built up that strength and that skill. Now I can actually, what was almost impossible then now is actually, well, it's not easy, but it's a lot easier than it was. So that's the exciting thing, knowing that as I progress, I'm just going to keep getting better and better. It's going to keep seeing this compounded improvements over time. Like start to rep it out more and things. So yeah. But what I want to show is that, even as a tall guy, it's like, it's not an excuse, It's just going to take a bit longer, that's all. But I can still get to some of the more advanced stuff. We're already starting to get there. So yeah, it's just about patience. Patience is a virtue. And I think it'll be worth it when you actually get to the more advanced stuff, because once I started to be able to do full pull-ups, I was like, oh, thank goodness, I've actually started to be able to do that now. Whereas for some people, they might have been able to do it right away if they were lucky. It's just not everyone is that lucky to be able to just do them right away. So they might not appreciate being able to do a pull-up. But someone who's tried to do it for a while, I couldn't even do a proper push-up at start. I had to do regressions and stuff. But once you've been able to, do all these basic stuff as a taller person, you can be like, yeah, I appreciate that more. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna probably restart the live. But Yeah, I'll see you all in a minute.